Corsica, the rugged and enchanting Mediterranean island, is a place where natural beauty and cultural richness intertwine in a tapestry of breathtaking landscapes, storied towns, and unique traditions. Situated just off the southern coast of France, yet closer to Italy than to Paris, Corsica is often described as a world apart. Its wild mountains, pristine beaches, and dramatic coastline have earned it the nickname Ile de Beauté, the Island of Beauty. But Corsica's allure goes beyond its scenery. It is a land steeped in history, with a fiercely independent spirit, vibrant local culture, and a cuisine that reflects its diverse influences. Whether you are an outdoor enthusiast, a history buff, a foodie, or simply someone seeking tranquility and inspiration, Corsica offers a wealth of experiences that will linger in your memory long after your visit. Begin your journey in Ajaccio, the island's capital and birthplace of Napoleon Bonaparte. The city is a harmonious blend of old-world charm and modern vibrancy. Stroll along the palm-lined harbor, where fishing boats bob in the turquoise water and cafes spill out onto sunlit squares. The Maison Bonaparte, Napoleon's ancestral home, is now a museum that traces the life of the emperor and his family. Step inside to see portraits, personal artifacts, and period furniture, and imagine the young Napoleon gazing out over the city he would one day leave to change the course of European history. Ajaccio's old town is a labyrinth of narrow streets lined with pastel-colored houses, bustling markets, and lively bars. Visit the Fesch Museum, which boasts one of France's finest collections of Italian Renaissance paintings thanks to Napoleon's uncle, Cardinal Fesch. The city's cathedral, Cathédrale Notre-Dame de l'Assomption, where Napoleon was baptized, is another must-see, its ochre facade glowing in the Mediterranean sun. From Ajaccio, set out to explore the Sanguinaires Islands, a group of rocky islets at the tip of the Parata Peninsula. These islands, named for the blood-red hue they take on at sunset, are a protected nature reserve teeming with seabirds and rare flora. A coastal path leads from the Parata Tower, a 16th-century Genoese watchtower, offering panoramic views of the glittering sea and jagged coastline. For the adventurous, boat tours allow you to get even closer to these wild outposts, where the only sounds are the cries of gulls and the crash of waves against the rocks. Travel north along the west coast, and you'll soon reach the Gulf of Porto, a UNESCO World Heritage Site celebrated for its dramatic scenery. The Calanques de Piana, a series of surreal red granite cliffs and rock formations, rise sheer from the sea, their twisted shapes sculpted by wind and water over millennia. The road through the Calanques is one of the most spectacular drives in Europe, winding between towering pinnacles and plunging ravines. Stop at one of the viewpoints to marvel at the play of light on the rocks, which glow with fiery intensity at dusk. Hiking trails snake through maquis shrubland perfumed with wild herbs, myrtle, rosemary, and lavender, leading to hidden coves and secret beaches. Nearby, the village of Piana is a charming cluster of stone houses with flower-filled balconies, perfect for a leisurely lunch of fresh seafood. Continue to Porto itself, a small harbor town nestled between sea and mountains. Here, you can embark on boat excursions to the Scandola Nature Reserve, another UNESCO-listed wonder. This remote area is accessible only by sea, and its volcanic cliffs, sea caves, and crystal-clear waters provide sanctuary for dolphins, ospreys, and rare marine life. Snorkeling and diving reveal a vibrant underwater world. While above the surface, the silence is broken only by the wind and the call of birds. The nearby village of Ota, perched high above the valley, is the starting point for the Spelunca Gorge, a dramatic canyon carved by the river over eons. Hike along ancient mule tracks, cross stone bridges, and cool your feet in emerald pools beneath soaring cliffs. No visit to Corsica would be complete without experiencing its mountainous heart. The island's interior is a realm of wild beauty, where granite peaks soar above dense forests and rivers cascade through deep valleys. The GR20, one of Europe's most legendary long-distance hiking trails, traverses the island from north to south, offering intrepid trekkers a challenging but immensely rewarding adventure. Even if you don't tackle the entire route, shorter walks lead to alpine lakes, waterfalls, and panoramic viewpoints. The Restonica Valley, near the town of Corte, is a paradise for hikers and nature lovers. Follow the trail along the rushing river, past pine forests and rocky outcrops, to reach the glacial lakes of Melo and Capitello, their turquoise waters reflecting the surrounding peaks. Corte itself is the historic and spiritual heart of Corsica. Once the capital of the island's brief period of independence in the 18th century, Corte is a town of steep streets, ancient stone houses, and a dramatic citadel perched atop a rocky promontory. The view from the citadel is breathtaking, taking in the surrounding mountains and the confluence of rivers below. The Musée de la Corse, housed within the citadel, offers fascinating insights into Corsican history, culture, and identity, with exhibits on everything from traditional crafts to the island's turbulent politics. Wander the Old Town, where university students lend a youthful energy to the cafes and bars, and sample local delicacies such as brocchu cheese, fig jam, and wild boar charcuterie. Head east from Corte, and you'll discover the Castagniccia region, named for its chestnut forests that once formed the backbone of the Corsican diet. This is a land of tranquil villages, Romanesque churches, and centuries-old chestnut mills. In autumn, the scent of roasting chestnuts fills the air, and festivals celebrate the harvest with music, dancing, and feasting. Visit the village of La Porta with its ornate Baroque church, or Piedi Croce, where time seems to stand still amid cobbled lanes and stone fountains. The Castagniccia is also the birthplace of Pascal Paoli, the revered leader who fought for Corsican independence and whose legacy is felt throughout the island. The east coast of Corsica, lapped by the gentle waves of the Tyrrhenian Sea, offers a different kind of beauty. Long sandy beaches stretch for miles, fringed by pine forests and lagoons where flamingos feed. The Costa Verde and Costa Serena are less developed than the west, making them ideal for families and those seeking peace and relaxation. Explore the Etang de Biguglia, a vast coastal lagoon that is a haven for bird life, or visit the archaeological site of Valeria, once a thriving Roman city. Here you can wander among the ruins of temples, baths, and amphitheaters, and imagine life during the island's ancient past. Further south lies Porto Vecchio, a chic resort town known for its glamorous marina, stylish boutiques, and vibrant nightlife. The old town is a maze of cobbled streets and lively squares, where cafes serve Corsican wines and platters of cured meats and cheeses. Porto Vecchio's real draw, however, is its proximity to some of the island's most stunning beaches. Palombaja, with its powdery white sand and clear shallow water, is regularly ranked among the best beaches in Europe. Tamariccio and Santa Giulia are equally beautiful, their sheltered coves perfect for swimming, snorkeling, or simply soaking up the sun beneath the shade of umbrella pines. In the hills above Porto Vecchio, the Ospedale Forest offers cool respite from the summer heat, with hiking trails, waterfalls, and panoramic views over the coast. Continue south to Bonifacio, perched dramatically atop limestone cliffs at the southern tip of the island. This medieval fortress town is one of Corsica's most iconic sights, its ancient walls rising sheer above the turquoise sea. Approach Bonifacio by boat for the most spectacular view. White cliffs, honeycombed with caves, plunging into the sparkling water, and the old town balanced precariously above. Within the walls, a warren of narrow streets leads to hidden squares, Gothic churches, and panoramic terraces. Descend the Escalier du Roi d'Aragon, a staircase of 187 steps carved into the cliff face for dizzying views over the Strait to Sardinia. Explore the citadel, visit the marine cemetery overlooking the sea, and savor fresh seafood at a harborside restaurant. Boat trips from Bonifacio reveal hidden grottos, secluded beaches, and the Lavezzi Islands, an archipelago of granite boulders and crystal-clear lagoons that is a paradise for swimmers and divers. The southern interior of Corsica is a land of rugged mountains, deep forests, and traditional villages. The Alta Rocca region, known as the Land of Lords, is dotted with ancient hilltop settlements such as Zonza, Levi, and Saint Lucie de Talano. These villages are gateways to the Aguille de Bavella, a dramatic range of jagged peaks and spires that attract climbers, hikers, and photographers from around the world. The GR20 passes through this area, but there are also gentler walks through pine forests, along rivers, and to hidden waterfalls. The Bavella Needles are especially magical at sunrise or sunset, when the rock glows pink and gold in the changing light. The region is also rich in prehistoric sites, including the megalithic complex of Filitosa, where mysterious stone statues, filiform menhirs, stand silent among ancient olive trees. Venture to the north of the island, and you'll encounter yet another facet of Corsica's character. The Balane, known as the Garden of Corsica, is a fertile region of rolling hills, olive groves, and vineyards. The coastal towns of Calvi and L'Île-Rousse are popular holiday destinations, each with its own distinct personality. Calvi, dominated by a massive citadel, claims to be the birthplace of Christopher Columbus, a claim hotly disputed by Genoa, but one that adds to the town's romantic allure. Wander the cobbled streets of the old town, climb the ramparts for sweeping views, and relax on the long sandy beach that sweeps around the bay. L'Île Rousse, founded by Pascal Paoli as a rival to Genoese-controlled Calvi, is a laid-back town with a lively market, palm-shaded squares, and a picturesque old port. The Route des Artisans winds through the hills above, linking a string of charming villages, Pigna, Sant'Antonino, Lumio, where artisans create pottery, jewelry, and musical instruments in centuries-old workshops. Inland from the Balagne coast, the villages of the Balagne hinterland offer a glimpse of traditional Corsican life. Sant'Antonino, perched on a rocky hilltop, is officially listed as one of the most beautiful villages in France. Its labyrinthine alleys, vaulted passages, and stone houses seem unchanged by time. In Speloncato, Feliceto, and Montegrosso, you can sample local olive oil, honey, and cheeses and watch craftsmen at work. The region is also famous for its religious festivals, when processions wind through the streets and the air is filled with the sound of polyphonic singing, a haunting tradition that is uniquely Corsican. At the northern tip of the island lies Cap Corse, a slender finger of land that juts into the sea. This wild and windswept peninsula is a microcosm of Corsica, with dramatic cliffs, tiny fishing villages, and terraced vineyards. The coastal road around Cap Corse is a thrilling drive, hugging the edge of the cliffs and offering breathtaking views at every turn. Stop at Nonza, a village perched on a vertiginous rock above a black pebble beach, and climb the Genoese Tower for panoramic vistas. Visit Erbalunga, a picturesque harbor village where pastel houses cluster around the waterfront, and Centuri, renowned for its lobster restaurants. The interior of Cap Corse is crisscrossed with mule tracks that lead through chestnut forests, past ruined chapels, and to hidden hamlets where time seems to stand still. Corsica's natural wonders are matched by its vibrant traditions and distinctive culture. The island's turbulent history, marked by invasions, resistance, and a fierce desire for autonomy, has shaped a strong sense of identity. Corsicans are proud of their language, music, and customs, and visitors are welcomed with warmth and hospitality. Throughout the year, villages come alive with festivals celebrating everything from religious holidays to the harvest of olives, chestnuts, and grapes. Listen for the haunting strains of Corsican polyphony, a form of vocal harmony that echoes in ancient churches and village squares. Sample local wines, such as the robust reds of Patrimonio or the crisp whites of the Ajaccio region, and savor dishes like civet de sanglier, wild boar stew, fiadone, lemon cheesecake, and canestrelli, anise-flavored biscuits. For those seeking adventure, Corsica is a playground of outdoor activities. The island's varied terrain offers endless possibilities for hiking, climbing, mountain biking, and canyoning. The rivers and streams are perfect for kayaking and fishing, while the coastline beckons with opportunities for sailing, windsurfing, and paddleboarding. The underwater world is equally enticing, with dive sites ranging from shipwrecks to colorful reefs teeming with marine life. Horseback riding, paragliding, and even skiing in the winter months add to the array of options for active travelers. Yet Corsica also invites you to slow down and savor the simple pleasures of island life. Linger over a glass of myrtle liqueur on a shaded terrace, listen to the cicadas in the heat of the afternoon, and watch the sunset over the mountains in a blaze of color. Wander through sleepy villages where old men play pétanque beneath plane trees, and children chase each other through cobbled lanes. Swim in hidden coves where the only footprints are your own, and lose yourself in the fragrance of wild herbs on the breeze. Corsica's appeal lies in its contrasts, a land where mountains meet the sea, where French and Italian influences blend with a unique local flavor, and where tradition and modernity coexist in harmony. It is a place that rewards exploration, whether you are seeking adventure or tranquility, culture or nature, solitude or conviviality. Each corner of the island has its own story to tell, its own secrets to reveal, and its own magic to share. As your journey draws to a close, you may find that Corsica has worked its way into your heart, leaving you with memories of sun-drenched beaches, mist-shrouded peaks, and the timeless rhythms of island life. Whether you return again and again or carry its spirit with you wherever you go, Corsica is a place that lingers in the imagination, a true island of beauty waiting to be discovered.